5 ways you can instantly improve your DSLR filmmaking. Tip number 1 is audio. People will realize if you have bad sound way before they'll actually notice if your film is not the highest quality. How awful would it be to listen to audio like this for the next 10 minutes? If you're wondering, by the way, that is the built-in audio on the Canon 80D. And for that reason, I think you should really invest in a high quality microphone. I know a lot of people are really interested in the brand new cameras and the new specs, and they're always getting better. It seems that people don't really care as much about audio, partly because it's not really as interesting. There's not brand new releases. DSLR cameras will continue to improve year after year, both in the resolution and frame rate, whereas with audio, we already are pretty far ahead in the audio game. If you look at it this way, mics like these are going to sound really, really good in say like 5 years, whereas my DSLR that I'm shooting on right now will definitely be outdated way before that time. We've got a couple of different microphones here, and each one kind of has their own purpose. I'd say the most all-around basic high quality microphone would be the Rode Video Mic Pro. You just plug this in on the top of your DSLR and you're instantly going to get much higher quality sound. If you're filming a person talking, the Rode Video Mic Pro will work, but you're going to get quite a bit of background noise. That's where a handheld microphone like the Audio-Technica M8000 really comes in handy, because you can get it nice and close to your subject. For this video, I'm using the Rode NT1 solid microphone. If you don't want to see the microphone in your shot, or you don't want somebody holding the microphone, that's where a lav mic like this really comes in handy, because you can clip this in on the shirt and probably tuck this inside the shirt and it's barely noticeable. This one's by Rode and it's been working absolutely fantastic. I'm going to link all of these guys down in the description below if you want to check them out. That's true for all of my videos. Moving on over here, this is the Aperture Deity microphone. This is a big step up from these other microphones, and it's actually fairly reasonably priced at around $300. So that is a really good value, and it comes with this case and this wind muff. You'll see here I've got all these nice fluffy things. These are often called dead cats, and basically their job is just to prevent that terrible wind noise from hitting your microphone and basically ruining your audio. Definitely want to invest in one of these if you're going to be filming outside. That's it for audio. Let's move on to the next tip. Tip number 2 is light. Now, light comes in all different shapes and sizes. As you can see, I got this nice little portable LED light. You can also get things like soft boxes, which provide a nice even lighting, which is what I'm being lit by up above right now. The reason why light is so important is because without it, you're not going to see a single thing. It's also a big distinguisher between amateur and professional films. It's really obvious when no consideration is given to light, so at least just light your subject or whatever is going on that you want to highlight, because without that, people aren't going to see what you're trying to show them. On big movie sets, there's people's jobs who are just there to craft the light. If you don't have the money to buy an expensive light like this, there's a free version and it's called the Sun. Only problem is you can't advance to the next level without buying a power-up. What are we on? Tip number 3, I think, and that would be camera support. There's many different ways to support the camera, and the most basic way would just be to hold it in your hands. You're inevitably going to have some kind of camera shake just because you're a human being and you're moving around. Best way to hold it is just with 2 hands and lock your arms into the sides of your body. Some more advanced ways would be to use a tripod. Now, this is a mini Gorilla Pod, which I love these Gorilla Pods. You definitely gotta check that out, link in the description. It's kind of the same concept as a tripod, except that you can wrap this around whatever you want. Tripods will never go out of style, but I must say, if you want really cinematic, high quality looking shots, I would invest in something like a gimbal. This is the DJI Ronin M, and I've got a nice little HDMI monitor on top there. If you throw a nice DSLR on here, this is a really excellent run and gun setup. Number 4 is lenses. Now, I've done way too many lens reviews on this channel, but people seem to like them, so I'm just gonna keep on doing them. Lenses are essential in the fact that if you don't have one, you're not gonna film anything but blurriness. So if all you have is a kit lens, you might want to consider something like a 50 just to play around with that beautiful bokeh you can get. The actual zoom of your lenses can tell the viewer a ton about what is going on or the emotion that is being shown, and I could talk about lenses for many, many hours, but I'm gonna cut us off right there. Number 5 is story. Number 5 is actually merch. So if you've not noticed, the shirt that I'm wearing says ... rendering. And if you do not understand that, why are you watching this video? All jokes aside, this video is kind of sponsored by this company called Big Filmmaking, and they make awesome filmmaking t-shirts. They've got so many amazing t-shirts both in idea and design. Some of my favorites are the rendering, just do it in post, and My Camera Flies, Drone Pilot. So this company, Big Filmmaking, is not paying me to talk about their website. They just sent me these shirts and they are seriously amazing. Definitely recommend you check them out. It's a fun time. While you're at it, might as well take a look at all the links to every single product you saw in this video. That's gonna do it for now. Thank you for watching, and as always, don't forget to keep it pro.